Good. Mm. Mm. Um, show myself. כל שרציתי למצוא. Hi everyone, welcome. We're beginning right now. I hope you can hear me. So if you can, just let me know. Okay, so welcome. Hearing? Okay, good. So I'm just reminding you, if you're on microphone, just mute if you're not speaking. And you're welcome to speak or write in the chat. Great. Thank you for everyone who answered and told me they can hear me. So today, first of all, we're meeting next week, and it will be a face-to-face meeting at Ziv School, like the previous meeting that we had, at 4 o'clock to 7. And it's going to be a gamification meeting. Someone, Joanna, tells me that she can't hear me. One moment. Okay, so I understand that the rest can hear me, so I'm just writing to Joanna. Oh, okay, she can, great. So we'll have a face-to-face meeting about gamification. Half of this meeting, about half or 1/3, will be a virtual escape room that you will experience, and you'll do it together in groups. And then we'll talk about how to create one and try to create one ourselves. And what we're doing today will be very helpful, because what you actually need for creating a virtual escape room is to know Google Sites and Google Forms. So that's why I decided that today we'll do Google Sites thoroughly, and we will do it here. You will create the site as I'm explaining, and I hope to do Google Forms as well. Just a minute. I'm telling Julianar that everyone can hear me. If someone can't hear me, I will write it to everyone. I see that there's just one right now that can't hear me. But if someone can't hear me, just know that you can try log in on your phone. So you'll be able to listen on your phone and work on the computer. Hear me? Try and listen on your phone. Okay, good. So, first of all, I want you to log into our Google Classroom. I will share the screen to show you exactly what I prepared. Okay, so this is on our Google Classroom right now, and it's a task called creating Google Sites over here. Okay, you can see it. You can see it here on the screen, and everything that we'll do today will be from here. So it's better that to get in. Now, I've already showed you Google Site examples in the 10 last minutes of the session before the last session. So I gather that I just need you to mute yourself if you're not speaking. Here, does anyone else need mute? Okay. So I showed you examples, but if you have any questions, just feel free to ask. And what we will do is, first of all, plan a Google site that you want to create, and then after planning, we will start creating. Now, first of all, I just want to show you a quick reminder of what Google Sites is. So, in order to create, first of all, if you know the the old version of Google Sites, this was something that really had to be learned. It's not that easy to do, but now it became very, very easy. So, for example, I will show you this Google site that I created for another adracha last week. And here, this is the site, speaking in class, and it has a lot of pages, not a lot, but it has few pages. In each page, there's different content, as you can see. And I created it for teachers. They are my target audience, for teachers, and to be used during a lecture or a workshop. So it was for my own needs during the lecture. Everyone got in, used all of the links here, and could enter all the games and everything that we've done. Okay, and this is how I created it. So I created it for a specific target audience and for a specific cause. And this is what I need you to think while you create your own Google sites. Who is my target audience? Are they the kids? Are these the teachers? Maybe it's for a certain lesson, or to be used only in class or outside of class. All of these things matter. And if you think about it, your site will be very, very clear. Okay, so this is an example of one site. And last time, I think I showed you websites connected with literature, such as the website for The Road Not Taken, or something else, The Wave. And this is something that you can do by yourself. You can also do it by sharing the work with other teachers. You can also do something that all the students do together. Every student contributes a page to the site. It can be like a blog or a part of a group project. Okay, there are many, many options. Today, I advise you to choose something that you are currently teaching or want to create a site for. So you have the materials and you don't have to plan so much. And this is how it will be much easier for you to do. Okay, so I'm returning to this, to our classroom. And in the classroom, you have the Google Site plans. Now you have to click as students. I'm saying this because I know that not all teachers here use Google Classroom regularly. So what you have to do is click on Open or Ptach, and then you will see the tasks. Now what you have here are links, and you have one task to do. And we will start with this. You click on Website Planner. Each one of you gets her own website planner. I will see, of course, your work. And I want you to think about your website. So what you have to do is choose a topic to the site. Choose your target audience. The website goal. For example, my website goal is to create a place for my students to practice grammar. Or the goal of my website is to have all of the material related to counted day loss, or whatever, anything else that could be very innovative and new. This is the goal of your website. It could be also to have all the material for the Bagrut, for the coming Bagrut, with I don't know, questions and examples of answers and many other things, anything that you can think of. Now, underneath it, we have the subtopics. Subtopics, for example, if my website is about counted day lost, so one subtopic can be the HOTS, or one of the HOTS. and another subtopic can be the literary terms in this poem, and we can think of more. And actually, these subtopics will be seen on the website as different pages. Okay. Someone here keeps unmuting, so please keep the microphone on mute. Okay, if you're not speaking. I don't know who it is, but try to keep the microphone on mute. Okay, so I will show you here on this website. It's a very, very simple one. We have the home page, okay, the first page. And here we have a page about Quizlet Live. And then a page about random name picker. So these are my subtopics. Okay, I have many, not many, a few subtopics, and every subtopic has its own materials. Okay, I can see that the chat is working. So, okay, sorry. So let's go back to the planner. And another thing which I want you to do is to think about links and materials that you will need, that you have for the website. This is the planner, and let's take 10 minutes to do it before we start building the website and creating it. Okay, so I'm here for every question. And in order to complete the website planner, you have to go into Classroom. Okay, here, click on Ptach, and then you have Havoda Sheli. So you open it and just work on the page. It saves itself. And let's take 10 minutes until 8:22, something like that, and continue from there. If you have any questions, I'm here. Okay, those of you I see look a little bit, I don't know, confused. So if you have any questions, just tell me and I'll help you. Anna is saying that there is no planner, but it is here. So maybe one moment. I see not sign in and get started. Anna, you have to click on Ptach, open, ala mesima, okay? Yeah, for me, it's what you can see here is what the teacher can see. But when you open it as a student, you can see open, and then there's Avoda Sheli, lemata. So you open Avoda Sheli and you'll have the unit planner over there. Okay, the sign in and get started is on the outside, okay, because these are links. But if you go into the task, you have Avoda Sheli, and there you have your task, your site planner. Great, Anna. Okay, so this way, those of us who don't know Google Classroom can learn. So it's also good. Yes, Anna. Anna says that she's usually on the teacher's side, so it's really important for us to see how it looks like from the side of the student in order to explain them what to do. In my school, what we had is one classroom that the teachers joined as students. They joined with their own classrooms, and then they could just try things and see how it works and how the students see it before they post it to their students. And also there are videos that you can send your students that show them how a student uses Classroom. And it's also helpful. Okay, I'm answering privately to those of you. Those of you who don't have any idea right now for a site, it's okay. Just think of the simplest thing, because what the most important thing is that today we will do it step by step together. And if you encounter any problems, then I will be here to help you. And then it will be much easier for you to go ahead and do it yourselves later. So I know that I'm sharing my screen. So in the meantime, those of you who don't have classrooms can see in a minute, yes, you can see how I can see all of the different website planners from the task. You see, creating Google Sites, and I have all your different website planners, and some of them are already working. Now the website planner is mainly for you, but it can also be a good tool, and of course you can work and make it even better to give your students if you decide that they should create a website for a certain task. Dana, well, we will do it step by step, but if you want to start already, you can. Okay. Now we're planning. We have about a few more minutes of planning, and then we'll start creating. And also, I will do it step by step. So if any one of you has already created a site before, it's always good to listen and also to give inputs, because I'm sure that everyone who does it has different inputs that they know of. And in the meantime, while you're working, I will tell you that the new Google Sites, as it is right now, only exists about a year, and it keeps changing, and they keep adding options and making it even better. So once you know how to do it, you will notice all these little changes that come up, and they are very helpful. Those of you who are a little bit, you know, I don't know, maybe afraid of it or something, not afraid, but it's always building a site or creating a site sounds very difficult. Hesitant, right, Lisa? Thank you. So you will see how easy it is. The reason I like it is because it is so easy that I don't have to explain much to teachers and to colleagues and to students, because it's really, really easy once you just get it. It's very similar to other Google tools. So let's see. Okay, let's take one more minute, and even if you didn't finish, you will have time while we work. Okay, I can see that some of you have joined right now. So I will say that what we are doing right now is planning our website, and we will create this website today. And the task of planning the website is on Google Classroom, and also all the links that we will need are on Google Classroom. So you have to enter Google Classroom, click on Open. I don't have it here because this is the teacher's interface, but you click on Open or Ptach, and then under Havoda Sheli, you have the site planner. Here, you can plan your website, as everyone have done so far. And now we'll begin on creating them, okay? So even if you're still planning, let's go to and start creating. In the beginning, you don't need many materials. It's more about designing, and then we'll start inserting materials into it. Okay, so you have two ways of opening a new Google site. Okay, the first, I'm showing you my screen. Okay, so you can just look at the screen, and if you have questions, stop me. So the first and I think easiest for me way to open a new Google site is to go to Drive, like I'm doing right now. Okay, that one here. Click on New or Hadash, More, and here we have Google Sites. This is this purple icon. Now there is a different purple icon which is for Google Forms, all of these questionnaires that you know, but it's not. It's the fourth one or the fifth one, Google Sites. Okay, so Drive, New, More, and here Google Sites. There's another way. I put a link in Classroom. There's the website for Google Sites. This is the website where you have sign in Google accounts. And you can also open from here. These are all of my Google sites here on Gmail. And there's this plus icon here. And with this plus icon, I create a new site. Okay, now I want you to notice something really, really important, especially those of you who have Google Classroom in their schools. Okay, if you're using two Gmail accounts, one for the school and one private, then as you can see, this is my private Gmail account here. Okay, so the site will be created on my private Gmail, and I can share it with my other school account, but it will not be hosted there, and it can create some confusion. So it's better that if I want to create a site in my school account, I'll just make sure here that my account is my school account. For example, here I'm changing to my Ziv school account. And as you can see, there will be very different websites here, because this is a different account, my school account. Now I will get back to my Gmail account for this Ishtalmut. Okay, and here the site will be created. It's the same, it's true, the same for Drive. And I get it mixed up many times, okay? Then that I create something on my private Gmail, and then I can't copy the site and move it to the other mail account, so it's a problem. So here I am on Drive, and I'm making sure that I'm in the correct Gmail account. And if not, I just click on my icon here and switch to a different Drive account. Okay, so this is something small but very, very useful. Okay, so these are the two ways of creating the Google sites. And now I will go to the Drive, Chadash, Od, Google Sites, and I'm expecting to see this page. Okay, this is the page. We have to mute those of you who are not muted here. I found you, it's Emma. Okay, so this is the page. So what I suggest is everyone open a new Google site right now. Okay, let's do it really quickly, and I'll continue in about half a minute. Open your new Google site and be prepared with it. Okay, do you have any questions? Anna is asking if you can use your school account. Of course, there's no problem with using your school account for the course. Any account that you like is fine. How will I see it? Well, in a minute I will tell you how we publish the site, and we have the option of publishing it inside the domain, which means that only people from our school can see it, or publish it for the world to see, so that it's public and everyone can see. However, I must tell you something, that even if it's public, I guess I've told you this before about something else, but even if it's public, the chances of someone finding it on Google are smaller than 0. Okay, it's really, really hard to move up the ladder of Google search results. So even if you did something public, it's okay. Most chances are that only you will see it, or the people who you're sending it to. So it's not a problem. Okay. So now I imagine that you have your website in front of you. Okay. Now what we'll do is I will show you a few things. Then I will let you work, and then we'll continue. Okay, so this is the website, and here I will give it a name or a title. So, for example, let's think. I just call it my class website. Okay, you can do it whichever way you want. My class website, and here I will give the name as well. Okay, so it can be seen in every page, on every page. Okay, now I want to choose a theme for the website, okay? Now, there aren't many themes. As I told you, it's just growing. It's something that is very new. Here on the left, I will go to themes, and I will choose whichever theme I like. For example, if I like this one, okay, then I will choose this. And I can also choose colors for the theme. So this, here I chose the pink one, okay, but there are a few other themes to choose from. Okay, so this is choosing the theme. Of course, I can always stay with the main one, which is simple and nice. Okay, now you will see that you don't have many options. For example, here you can't change the fonts, okay, for the title. What you can do, if I stand on the title, I can choose if I want it to be smaller, and I could choose normal text, then it's much smaller. I can choose heading, or I can choose subheading. But the theme chooses the font for me, usually. Here, when I go to the theme, sometimes I can choose the font style. Here, this is a different theme. It's called Diplomat. And you can see font style, but it doesn't have much. I have classic, I have light, and I have heavy. Okay? So if you're really into, you know, websites and creating all kinds of things just exactly the way you want it, then this is not the answer here. Here, what it does, it makes things very simple for you. Okay, so you don't really have that many options yet. Okay, let's stay with this diplomat thing. No, I don't like it. Let's go back. Okay, so now I chose the font, I chose my heading. Okay, and now I want to choose the header. The header of the website is the upper part of the website. Okay, and when I click on header type, I can choose either a large banner. Okay, you can see it's very large, the regular banner, or only a title. Okay, and then I don't have a picture or something like that. I just have the title. So for now, I will choose a banner. And for the banner, I want an image to look nicer. So I click on change image. In order to see all of these options, what I do is just click on, I just go through the website with my mouse. Okay, change image. I can upload an image or select. Let's try selecting. Okay, so I have all of these options for the website. Okay, there are nice options. For example, I will choose this one maybe. Select. Okay, and as you can see here, I have a picture behind, and this is the banner for my website, which means that every page on my website will look like this. I mean, the beginning, the banner, the header will look the same. Okay. Now, if I don't want this one of the Google images, I can upload any image that I have saved on my computer, but it has to be a large image. So sometimes it will just tell you that your image isn't large enough, and you have to try finding a different one. Let's try this, for example. I have something on my computer. I'm trying. It tells me it's uploading here, and it was large enough, so it's fine. Now sometimes I don't like you know, having the title exactly on the picture, so I can I'm taking this with my mouse, with a mouse click on the left button of the mouse, and I put it here. You see, so I have the banner and I have the title here. And in order to differentiate it from the other parts that I'm going to create, when I'm standing on this section, okay, I have this palette, and I can choose colors. Now, you can see that I can't choose my own colors. I can choose the colors that the algorithm of the website decided that they're part of the theme. For example, if I have this picture, this image, and I chose in the theme, I chose pink, then these are the colors that I will have here. I have this kind of grayish or this pink one, and I can also choose an image for here. Okay, so it looks nice, and if I will change the image and it will not have pink inside, maybe I will have different colors here. So if you like playing with it, you can just play with it. So this is also an option. And also you can insert pictures here and more. So these are the options you have for now. There are many other things as well. Let's see, what do we have about this? Okay. And one more thing that you have to choose is the menu of the website, all the pages. How will they look? You have two options, either here, a horizontal menu, or here. I will show you. Now the default is horizontal, but when I stand here, for some reason I don't have it. Maybe it's because I don't have pages yet. So I will definitely create a page, but don't worry, I'm just creating it for to show you. Later we'll do it together. Okay. So now, okay, the minute I created another page in the website, on the website, you can see that I have home and I have curriculum. But curriculum is empty right now. Home, and this is home. Now, if I go with the mouse here to the upper side, you can see this wheel. Okay, and when I click, I can choose between top navigation and side navigation. So if it's side navigation, it will look like this. Okay, so this is something you choose whether you want it or not. Okay, in order to see how the website will look like, I have here an eye for preview. Now I can see how my website will look. Okay, and not only I can see how it will look on the computer, I can also see how it will look like on a tablet and on a smartphone, because these websites are adjustable to smartphones, tablets, and computers. This is also great. And when I want to leave the preview, I click on X. Okay? So before we publish the website, what I want you to do now is, in your site, create a header the way you like, give a title, and get to the same place as I did. Let's take a few minutes for this. What's the time? 8:39. So I think about 8:45. Let's try, create it, and we'll continue. Let's go. And also, when we publish the sites in a few minutes, then I will show you how to put the link in Classroom. And I want to see all your links today. So please prepare nice sites. And each one of us will see the different sides of each other. Okay, do you have any questions about your website? Here's one. Just put some things in the site. Okay, good. Tehila, you're asking privately, but I would love everyone to know because it's a good question. So first of all, Tehila is asking whether it's possible to change things in the site before you publish it. So first of all, let's mute. Someone is not muted. Okay. So first of all, yes, you can, before you publish, you can change anything you like, but also after you publish it, you can change things in minutes. So even if you publish something and you want to change it, you can always go in, change whatever you want, and it will immediately be changed for everyone who can see it, exactly like any other website online. So you can do it before you publish or after you publish. Usually you have changes to do or things that you want to add even after your colleagues or your students started using it. Hagit is asking how you create the Google site. So I understand that maybe you weren't here from the beginning. So I will show you for a minute. You go to Drive, New or Hadash, More. One moment. Here, More. And then the fourth option is Google Sites. You click on this and you see the new Google site. Okay? So this is the easiest way. Hadash, Od, Google Sites. Okay? And you can later see the recordings because I've said a few important tips about it, but for now it's okay. Let's see, we've had more questions. So Dana asks, how do you share it with me or with us? I will show it in a few minutes. And Adina has missed the beginning. Okay, so those of you who missed the beginning, we're creating a Google site step by step here. And I will just tell you, you will be able to look at the recording later. But I'll just tell you, in order to create your Google site, and we're still beginning, so it's okay to do it right now. You click on New in Drive. You go to Drive, Hadash or New, Od, More, and Google Sites. Okay? So exactly like creating a Google Doc or a Google Sheets, Google Slides, you create your own Google site here. Okay. I think that I think that will continue in a minute unless you're telling me that you need more time. So just tell me or use the chat so that I'll know if I can proceed. Okay, so lock some files. Okay, so Lisa, I will answer you, but not all of you have to understand because we'll go over it. It accepts only Google, files that are on your Google Drive. And it can be either PDF or Google files like Google Docs or Google Sheets. It won't accept Word. So I will show exactly how to do it, but you can try. And you have to think about security, privacy settings. I will explain further about it, but when you publish something, it can't be private. Okay, everyone, can I proceed with the site? Does everyone have a beautiful header, or at least something to start with? Okay, so Anna says, yep. Thank you. Okay, all right. Okay, great. So now I have my first page, and before I continue with adding materials and things, I want to publish the site, because maybe I wanted to send it to someone, to show it to someone, and maybe even to my students already. I don't have to prepare a full site with many things and make everything top of the art, complete before I send it. In today's world, nothing is complete and everything is in the process of changing. So even if you created something for your class for tomorrow, you can send them the website and then add things along the way. Okay, this is only a recommendation. So I'm sure you noticed this blue button on top called Publish. And I click on Publish. Now you will have more options. Why? Because your websites are maybe school websites. Okay, so I will also show how it looks on school domain. So first of all, in my Gmail domain, what I have to do is give my website a name. Okay, and it can't be, well, we're all speaking English, but it can't be in Hebrew if you're planning on create a Hebrew site. So here the name is the URL. It's how you get to the site, so it has to be in English. So I will call it my class, okay? And it tells me that this is a great address, but it's already been taken. Very nice, Google. They're very polite. So if it's taken, then I will call it my class 1, 2. Okay, my class 12 is not taken. Now, so it's fine. And also you have the option of ticking here, request public search engines not to display my site. Okay, so here you have the option of publishing your site, meaning that you will publish it and you will be able to send it to anyone you want and everyone will be able to see it, but it will not come up in search results. Okay, that's if you want it. Of course, that if you create super great sites, then why not let other teachers enjoy? On the other hand, if you think that you put on your website something that is not totally free for public use, for example, if you took a picture from one of your textbooks and put it on your site for your students to see, a picture or text, and you know that in terms of Creative Commons, you can't publish it, then I suggest that if you can use it only with the class, it's fine. So I suggest that you tick request public search engines not to display my site in this case. Okay? If something I'm saying is not clear, just feel free to ask. And then I click publish. Okay? And hooray, my site is published. Okay? And now I will show you how it looks on your school domain. So in order to do that, I will go to my school account. And here, you can see that it's a school account because we have the logo of the school. And I have this website. Okay. When I click, it's not that. Sorry. Let's see where the website, where do I have websites here? Here. That's one of the websites. And First of all, I can always unpublish my site. Okay, you can see unpublish, and this way your site just disappears from site. And I have publish settings. Now you can see, because it is a school domain, I can choose whether who can visit my site. Anyone at my domain. Here it's Ziv school, but it can be a different school, or anyone on the web. And here again, you can also tick request public search engines not to display the site. So when you have a school domain, the default is that those who can see it are inside your school domain and no one else. And then even if you send me the website, I won't be able to see it. But if you choose anyone on the web, then it's just like any regular website. Okay? That's about school domains. Now let's see. Okay. Another important thing to know here is you can add editors to your website. Okay? So I'm adding now. I've noticed that Racheli is here with us. So if she's still with us, I will add her as an editor, because I want you to see how it looks like when two people are working on the website at the same time. Okay, Racheli, I hope you agree. I'm adding her right now. And here. Okay, we'll wait. When she enters, we will see her icon over here. And this way I can understand that she's working on the same time. Why is it important? Because the students can also work on the same time on the same website. So it's collaborative work and it's nice. Okay. Now, what do we have here? That's it. Okay. Now I want to show you how to insert materials to your website. Okay. So there are two very, very easy ways to insert materials. And we have all kinds of, many kinds of materials that we will want to use. So let's do it from the beginning. First of all, any place on the website, I can rest my mouse, and then I double click the place, and like magic, you can see this this wheel, and you will have all of these options in the wheel. So what do I have? First of all, the first option is text. Okay, so I'm writing, welcome to our class. This is our website. Okay, now here this is a normal text, so I have the options of editing it, okay, the way I want. Here I'll put this in the middle. Okay, and exactly like in any Google Doc or email, if I have the text here, I can add link to the text to any other website or anything. That's what I can do with the text. And I can also play with it a bit. It can be, if I want it to only be here, okay, I can move it around my website like this. Okay, and that way I have a place here to put more things. And any section that is added, I can change the color. For example, now I did it grayish. And I can also delete it here. Okay? Or here. So this is how to add text. Now, if I want this text to be larger, instead of normal text, I will choose heading, or I will choose title, okay, or subheading, and I can play with it any way I want, okay? So this is text, adding text. Now I will double click again, and I want to add images. So I have two ways of adding images. If I click on images here, then I'm able to search for images, for example, English here. Okay, and select, and I have my image here. Okay, but if the image is on my computer, I will go to the place in my computer where I have the images. Okay, and I will choose one of them. For example, let's see, this one. I will copy it. Now right click, copy, and right click, paste. And now it's not working. So I will go there again. First of all, I can just take it, I think. Let's see. Here. I can take this here. I'm just dragging it onto the website. And here it is. Okay, so this is how I upload from my own computer. And I can choose from the web. And I can also go to the web, like for example here. Okay, I'm choosing one of these. Oh, this is really cute, so I will choose this one. Right click, tech, and then I hope it works. One moment, here. It doesn't. Oh, here it is. Okay, it's uploading the image, just copying from the web and entering it here. Okay, now it looks like a mess and I want to make some order. So in order to do that, I just drag everything and change the size very, very easily. Hopefully it will end uploading soon. Sometimes it's just a network thing. It takes time, but usually it doesn't. Okay, let's see. Okay, so something happened with this picture. Okay, sometimes things don't go well. So I just click on the picture and delete it. And then I'll try to do it again. If it won't work, then we'll leave this image alone. Okay, let's see. Something about this kitten doesn't want to work on the site. Okay, but I think you get the picture. So I just refresh the page now. Okay, now what I can do is here, okay, take this image wherever I want. I can also put it in different sections like this one. You can see I can put it in the banner and maybe change the size. Now you see that if I change the size, then not the whole image is shown. So I have this button here, okay, this empty rectangle, and it fixes the picture for me, okay, and I can put it wherever I want, okay, and here I can take this one. Where is it? Here. And I can make it smaller, play with it, okay? And do whatever I want with it, okay? So this is why it's really easy, because you can just drag things and use it like you're using a PowerPoint or something like that. By the way, since I have this site, I'm not using PowerPoint anymore in lectures or class. I just prepare websites like this one with all the materials, and somehow it's much easier for me. Okay, double clicking again, we have embed. Okay, embed is URL. Okay, any website can be embedded here. How do I do it? For example, if I have, let's take a YouTube video. For example, I have this really cute things, metaphor and simile. I don't know if you know it, but my students love it. they used to, after we studied metaphor and simile, they used to sing it whenever I went into class. We will not listen to it now, but if you teach metaphor and simile, then it will be great. It would be great to use this song. So what I do is I copy here, sorry. I copy the URL here, the address of this video, and then I go back to the website here. I'll do it again. Double click, embed, and I paste it here. And you can see the video, insert. Now I have the video here. Now I can make it larger or smaller, okay? But the thing is that the students or anyone who uses the website will not have to go to YouTube or to a different website. They will be able to see it here on my website, okay? And if I want to give instructions, then I can put the video here, double click for text, okay? And for example, watch the video and answer and give 3 examples of every literary term. Okay, there are so many examples in this poem. Okay, now the changes are saved exactly in Google Doc, like in Google Docs, but my site is already published and it's not changing every second. So if I want everyone to already see the changes on my website, I have to click publish. And the minute I click publish, okay, then everyone can see the new things I added to the website. Okay. Now, another important thing is adding documents. Okay, I promised you that in a few minutes I finish speaking and you'll just have to work. Okay, I know I speak a lot today. So double click from Drive. Okay, now it's important that you have a special folder in your Drive for this for the website with all the materials that you have. Okay, it's much more convenient like this. And in order to put documents on your website, it's better to have them on Google Drive, and so that everyone will be able to see them. Okay. Now I'm going to, one moment. I haven't looked at the chat. Estelle asked me, I think before, how did I get to the wheel? So I just double click and the wheel is here. Okay, I double click anywhere. Okay, now what's important is this. We go to Drive, not this Drive. Yes. Okay, in Drive, as you might remember, we have privacy settings so that protect our documents, right? So, for example, if I take this PDF and I try to see what its privacy settings are, I can see that only I have access to this thing. Now, if I take the link to this PDF and put it on the website, it will be there, but no one will be able to see it but me, because I'm the only one who has access. Okay? If I want my site to be public so that everyone will be able to see, what I have to do is change it. Okay? And what I usually pick is everyone who has the link, or כל מי שיש לו את הקישור, which means that everyone who enter my website can see this document. Okay? I don't know what this document is, by the way, so when we put it on the website, I hope it's not embarrassing. Just bear with me. Okay. And I also have to determine if anyone who sees it can present it or edit. For example, if I want you to read it then I will choose present, and then everyone will be able to read. But if I want all my students who enter the website go into a Google Doc or a Google Sheets and start writing, for example, their names and the parts of the text that they chose to work on or anything like that, okay, I will choose edit. Anyone can edit. In PDF, it's not important because no one is able to edit a PDF, okay? Then when I know, okay, that this document is not private anymore, I can choose it. I go back to the website, double click from Drive, and I choose this PDF. So I'm not sure what it was. I'll go to recent documents, and let's see, it was called BF something. Let's see. Okay. First of all, you have to know how your file is, is called. Okay. But let's go here. This is a PDF. Insert. And I have the PDF over here. Okay. Now the document can be small. Okay, like this. It has 77 pages. So, oh, I also have something else. Okay. But you can, as you can see, what I can do is enlarge it. So always think of what would be most convenient for your viewers. Okay? And it's 77 pages. So I click on publish, and then there's this little arrow here, view published site. I go to view published site. This is the way my site looks like. Okay, as you can see, we have the video. It starts showing. Okay, and I have the document here. Okay, and I can just scroll through the document. So you can put whatever you want here. Okay, and even if I would have done it much smaller, like this, for example, let's take it and do it really, really small. Okay, because I don't want, I don't know, to waste space or something. Here, and I publish it. So I will refresh the page, and you will see, no, it didn't get it yet. Sometimes it takes 2 refreshes. Here it is. Okay, it's really, really small. So what it will do once I click, it will open it like this. So you can do whatever is most convenient for you. Okay. Now, what's the time? Okay, we don't have much time. So I just want to show you 2 more things before you get back to work. Okay. First of all, no, 3 more things. First of all, how do you share your site with us? I know that you will not finish it today, okay? But you can share the beginning with us on Classroom. In order to do that, after you publish, okay, you go to here with this little arrow to view published site. You take the address from here above, you copy it, you go to Classroom, comments, and just paste it. Okay, and this is how I can see, everyone can see your website. This was the first thing, how you publish your site. Now, second thing, pages. I only have 2 pages here. When I go to pages, I click on add page. I give it a name. For example, I had curriculum, so now I will have materials. Okay, done. And if I think that materials is a subtopic for curriculum, I can just drag it and it will look like this. You see? And I can also take it outside. So now in materials, I don't have anything I should add, or in curriculum. This is how I add pages. And of course, everything I do, I should publish in order to make it visible. And now, the last thing here is insert. Okay, in insert, you have everything that you have on the wheel. Text box, embed, upload images, but you also have different things like a divider. For example, if I go to, I will go here to the menu, material, no, not materials, home, okay? And I want to put a divider between this section and that section. It's something aesthetic, okay? It's not like you need it. So I take a divider and I put it here, okay? Publish, and it just looks nicer sometimes. More important stuff, you have Drive, you have YouTube, a calendar. If you have a class calendar where you write all the events that you have in the class, then you can add it here. You can add a map, and of course, everything from Drive, Docs, Sheets, everything. Okay, this is what you have here. Let's see if you need to know something else. No. Okay, so what I want you to do is, first of all, in Classroom you have this instructions. What I want you to do is complete the instructions here. Okay, so you will have all of these basic things for your website, and I want you to publish it. You can publish it before, even if you publish it and put the link here before you finish, it's okay, because the link doesn't change. So we'll always be able to see the progress. And one more thing that I want to show you is this link here, Get Started with Sites. Now, Google and Google for Education, they have this great website for teachers to teach us how to create with all these tools. So those of you who find it convenient for them, for their use, here you can see you have how to create your site step by step, and you have everything that you need to know. Okay, so if you want, you see, create your site, update and personalize your site, share and collaborate, preview and publish your site. You actually have everything here if you forget something or need something. Okay, so what we'll do next time is a virtual escape room with Google Sites. So you will be able to see how it's really helping when you want to do something really meaningful with your class. Now we have 15 minutes, so I'd like you to continue. I'm here to answer questions, and please, by the end of this 15 minutes, have a link to your website in Classroom. Thank you. Let's get to work. And in the meantime, I will answer the chat, and I must tell you that you can also speak. It's really okay. Okay, Adina tells me that it's too fast. Okay, so first of all, I'm sorry. I know we don't have much time, but I think that, you know, just start with something, double click, try something, and if it doesn't work, just ask me. Okay, you don't have to do everything and to have everything on your website. Okay, and okay, and I'm here. And I'm also here during the week if you're creating and you have any problems. Teila, no one can edit your website unless you give permission. How do you give permission? You go to the website. I'm showing this. I will show this on my screen, and you add editor here on top, and you add them with their email, like this. and then they get an invite. And you can also uninvite them whenever you want. So so no one else can edit your website. Ruti is asking to explain how to share the site. Of course. So assuming your site is published, you go to this small arrow here. And also if you just want to see how your website looks like. And I go to view published site here. Now the site is like any other site, like New York Times or Ynet. Okay, I click here on the top and I copy the URL, okay, the address, the web address of the website. I copy it and then I paste it wherever I want. It can be on WhatsApp, it can be on Google Classroom, like this. Okay, I just paste it and publish. It can be on email, by email, okay? Any way I want, but all I need is the link. Okay, I'm waiting to see your links and then you'll be able to see if you manage to do this. Don't forget that if you're on a school website, you have to authorize other people that are not from your school. Here, Ruti just shared the website, her website with us. Count the day lost, very nice. Okay, Ruti, you have a great start here. So as you can see, I imagine you can see because I'm sharing the screen. Ruti has made a site for Count the Day Lost. Wonderful. Okay, so the site is published and you can continue to work on it. I'm adding your site in the comments here so we can see your progress. I want to tell you that you know, as little as I know about creating websites, the students are amazed by it. Once you tell them that you created it yourself, or you just casually tell them, you know, I put this picture yesterday, or I put this questionnaire. You don't know how to put a questionnaire yet, but it's also very easy from Drive. Then they're just amazed, like they think you've done something amazing, and they also tell you, how do you have time for all of this? Are you bored? But they really like it, and we've had some very positive reactions from junior high students who said that it's hard for them to study regularly in the classroom from the blackboard and copy, but they really like these websites. And one of the teachers, also, she's here in the Ishtalmut, Yardena, she created a site for extra work. She put many things on the website, like games and practice about everything that is learned. And the kids who completed it got bonus points. So many students use this website to practice, and it was very positive. So this is also something that you can do. Maybe I'll ask her to share it with us so that we can see. Yeah, also, I didn't say, but you can also put your presentations here. If you have like a PowerPoint presentation and you put it on Drive and then you copy it to your website, then the kids can see the presentation on the website and they can't change it or edit it. And it's really good. They can always get back to it. Okay, so Ruti asks, how does she copy information from the internet onto your site? So I will show this. Okay, it's really easy, exactly like I copy the picture. I assume that you're talking about text, but if it's not text, then tell me. Here, go to the website. Okay, and let's go to the page materials right now, because there's room there. And I go to the internet. For example, just go to New York Times. Now it's, oh, I didn't show it to you. So if you want, just look, okay? I can put links to websites on my website, and it looks really good. For example, I'm showing it right now, but if you're working on your website, you don't want to look right now, just look at the recording later. Okay, so I copy the New York Times URL. Okay, I go to my website here. I choose, double click, embed, and then I paste it. Now, what I can see is not only this link, boring link, but I can also see a picture of the New York Times with the headlines here. Now, if I don't like how it looks, there's this wheel, okay? I choose whether to show the image or not, to show the title of the article or not, or the description or not, okay? So this is one way of placing a link in my website. And if I just want to take content, like text, then I copy, for example, this text, just copy it, go to the website, click on text, and paste the content. You see? Of course, it doesn't look really good right now. I have to know how to do it, but it's really easy. Just copy paste. Okay. Yes, Racheli is also writing that everything is, I don't know why you're saying unlike Google Classroom. You have also in Google Classroom and on the website, everything is kept from year to year. But you're right, a website for your classroom is will look exactly the same next year, and you can just share it with the class. And Google Classroom looks a bit different. You have to copy every post. Orat, how can you embed class tools to the Google site? I create one already. What do you mean by class tools? Maybe I don't know what you mean. And also, I will tell you how I work with Google Classroom. I usually have both Google Classroom and Google Sites. I use Google Sites, I must tell you, mostly instead of the textbook. Because, first of all, and I will say something that is not exactly, but it's the truth, I didn't have, I had difficulty using Classes or Matach or other things because the students did, you know, they many times they didn't have the password and everything was difficult. So I just took things from the book, put it on the website, and I also added a lot of my own materials. That way, everything was organized exactly the way I wanted it. And also for literature, we didn't have any textbook for literature, so everything was arranged exactly as I wanted it. And then I used Google Classroom for tasks and assignments, so that for example, on my website, you could read the background information on a story, and then it would I would write go to classroom to task this and that and answer, and then they would just submit their answers in classroom, but they would know that the materials are on the website, and the link to the website was always on Google Classroom on מידע כללי, so that they will know how to get to it. So first of all, class tools, I know what you mean. Right, okay. So first of all, Orat asked about class tools. Do you remember the random name picker that we used? This Wheel of Fortune, okay? So here, Orat, I'm taking the, I'm copying the link for your class tool, okay? And I copied it. I go to the website here, double click embed here, I paste it and insert. And now I have this. I publish, and they can spin it right from the website, okay? It's actually a very, very good example. Thank you. And we had something else on the chat. How do I copy from classes, Yvonne? Okay, so first of all, I will say again that in terms of copyrights, you can't really publish things from Classus or from any other website like this. But if you use it only, you know, only inside your domain and only for your own classroom, and the kids can't copy it, then it should be okay. So what I've done, I just first of all, you have this option of copying the text. I can't enter now, but you just scroll with the mouse and copy the text, and then you can paste it over here. And another way is to take a print screen. You have on your keyboard, you have this print screen on the right upper corner of the keyboard. You click on print screen, and then you paste it onto the website. And you have all the picture, you crop it, and then you have only what you need, and you have it there. So it's actually not difficult. Hannah, I'm not managing to copy the site's link to our comments. Okay, so if you want, copy it in the chat, to the chat. And I will copy it. What you have to do is just copy the URL, okay, from above, and paste it. Just click tag, okay, right click, copy, right click, paste. Okay, and Teila is asking, I don't understand what this is. Request public search. Okay, we talked about it, Teila. If you don't want your site to pop up in public search engines like Google, okay, you don't want anyone to search for your website, for any website, and suddenly see yours, then you tick this option, okay, and then it will never come up. I can honestly tell you that it will never come up anyhow, because it's really hard to do this. You know, there are people who get a lot of money to make websites pop up in searches, but if you want to be sure, you tick this, and it will be much more private. And of course, if you put things that are problematic with copyright, then tick this option, of course. Okay, so if you don't have any more questions, I think we finished. So for now. Now, next time, Sunday, we'll meet and start exactly on time at 4 o'clock. And we will use the websites first as something that I've prepared, or I'm preparing actually, for the lesson. We will play in groups. It's going to be great. And then you will be able to know how to create such a game for your students. And I hope we will have a few games ready so that everyone can just use it in their classrooms and and play with it. And we will also get to know other gamification tools. Okay? So have a good week. Thank you very, very much for joining, and goodbye. Of course, you do need to bring your laptops for the face-to-face meeting. At the beginning, you will need one laptop for a group, but then later on, it's better to have computers. Sharing the site with the students, exactly like you did here. You copy the address of the published site, and then you share them in a WhatsApp group, in email, in classroom, whatever communication method that you have. How do you see the recording of this class? I will send it in my next email. Okay, you will have a link to the recording. Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you want us to put the link up now?
Yes, please.
Do I need to publish first?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, wow. You've done some amazing things. The wave looks great. Kol hakavod. Okay, I'm looking forward to see your website.